And we're live. Yay. Welcome to Whitney Escapes Wednesdays with your host, Whitney Lee, and her co host, T Quest. If you haven't already and you're new to the show, welcome again. And make sure you follow us on social media at Whitney's Escapes and T Quest GLM. Just want to throw that in the beginning, just in case, shame on you, you're not here in the end. Whitney Lee, if you want to, you can take over. But while I have the floor, I will just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting my sister's platform. People have been hitting me up and so many emails and comments. Is like, you know what? I love this traveling show because with everything going on, especially with the pandemic, a lot of them had a lot of concerns and questions and didn't know how things were going to be when it comes out stepping outside in the public, just going even on a Greyhound or to like an airport to travel somewhere. They didn't know how the dynamic was going to be. They didn't know how it's going to be at hotels, especially the ones with continental breakfast. Am I going to get my fake eggs or no? Like it's totally
fake eggs. That's hilarious.
like I know I'm laughing, but it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I was just away for my birthday.
Yeah, me too. I was waiting for your birthday.
Absolutely. See, you still want to be near me. And during it, let me not be rude. Hi, Wet.
Hey, Quest. Oh, you got your
what is that?
You got your little drink,
No,
drink.
something like that. No alcohol. We don't do alcohol on the show.
We do not. We keep this very clean.
Exactly. But how are you? Are you good? You good? You great? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm tired. My voice is coming in tonight. That's how I know I'm tired or overworked. Because the first thing I always do is lose my voice. But it's gonna be good during the show right now. It's gonna come back to life, and I'm like, hey, as long as y'all can hear me, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I had a busy week. I've been busy with the business and traveling and family. Y'all know, y'all see me every week talk about my kids and, and my life. So, but I'm blessed. So I can't complain, but I am tired. So my voice, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But
sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
But you're right about the topic you're talking about when people are talking about what's going on out there. And that just made me want to reiterate to people, clients and future clients, please have your passport. Because that seems to be the biggest problem that I'm facing nowadays is people are calling me to book trips out the country and don't have passports. And I'm like, do you have your passport? Does everybody in your party have a passport? No, this is real life. And we had how many shows about passports already?
A lot. I think they think because COVID hit that there's going to be exceptions. It's worse now. What you mean?
I don't know. But you know what it is? It's lack of education. Some people don't realize that they need to have a passport to travel outside of the United States. And if you never travel, if your family never traveled, you're not going to know the proper, documentation that you do need. Mm-hmm. So it just makes it very clear for me that I always have to ask. Like I had a client who was about to book a trip and I just think I listened to my Holy Spirit. And I'm like, do everybody have a passport, including children? Mm-hmm. No. I was like, then we can't do this. And I have told you guys before, I had clients who weren't able to go on trips because they didn't have their passport, lost money because nothing the property didn't do. They didn't know you didn't have your passport or, you didn't renew it in time. And just to give you guys a heads up, remember in our show in August, I mentioned that I renewed my children's passport and I just got them back. So basically, or people who are renewing passports are usually taking a little bit over 2 months, like 2 months turnaround, just to give you guys an idea. So if you're new, it will probably take you longer. My kids were already in the system. All they had to do was update their pictures, So just to give you guys a heads up, it is looking like over a 2-month turnaround when it comes down to renewing your passport. And I would say maybe 3 months, 90 days for a new passport. That's just my hypothesis, my educated guess, because everything could be different for different people. But just giving you guys an idea is important. Yes, Miss T Quest, yeah, and birthday girl all week.
You said something very important. Everything is different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just talking about cities, states, and countries, individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Yours can come back within a week. Mine may come back in 7. You never really know. So they go, well, so and so and so and so, and we're all individuals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And it
saying?
doesn't do it. Like it does matter first the times that we're in. If you
Mm-hmm.
go on like the passport website, it clearly states that they have like half of their staff, you know, so people are not a million passport requests are coming in, but you don't have a million people to do these requests. And you know, these are international things, so they check it everything. So you have to give them time. It's not like before where oh boop, boop, boop. Nope, it's different times. So just be aware and you know be diligent because like when I was having clients hit me up and their passports not coming back in time and all this stuff, that was I was like, yo, let me do my kids passports, like
Mm-hmm.
let me renew them. They didn't expire to next year, but I knew we were traveling in the beginning of the year, and I'm like, nah, I can't afford to their passports come back late. So it's important, guys, and when you're trying to book trips, have that passport because there's so many people I had to turn away because or they lost money for not communicating properly or telling me they have their passport but renewing it and they come back in time. You know, whoever you deal with or work with, hopefully is when it escapes. You know, keep that communication open. Yes, me too, T-Quest.
I have a question. Okay.
Mhm.
So are the passports still 10 years, every 10 years?
No. There's different for your age rank.
Well, I'm
Um,
grown. So
I know the children are 5, and I believe the adults are 7 years. I don't think it's
I
10
have to check
anymore.
mine.
You should check. I think I have your passport.
Good job, good job. I love my TAs. You take such good care of me.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
responsible.
because remember when we first got ours back in high school, it was 10 years. You
Mm,
know, when I took the unpleasant picture. But and I was just like when I renewed it, I didn't actually check how long it was going to be. So my thing is if you renew right before the next year, does that mean you get an extra year or you take a year off?
no, they just do it by when they think you're gonna get it.
Gotcha,
Um,
gotcha, gotcha.
and because I had to renew mine, it wasn't even expired. But when I got married, I had to renew mine. Wait, it could be more than 10 years. Wait, hold on, think about it.
This just
It
it.
could be 10 years
Hmm.
because I know the kids are definitely 5.
Well, they change a
So
lot
much.
in
But I
appearance.
know there's 5 because I got my baby girl got hers when she turned 1, and she's turning 6 this year. And her passport expired. Like, so definitely 5 years. But ours might be 10 because I'm thinking about it. I changed mine. I did it twice, I think. No, I changed it. I changed my name and then I had to renew it. But I'm thinking it could have been like, it might be 10 years. 'Cause I think it might have expired in 2022. And I haven't, how much is a passport? It runs you like, it depends on, it's different calculations. You should go back to the episode where I did passport because I was very fresh in my mind the cost. But the pictures I think cost like less than 20. Say let's say $15. We're gonna round about. So your pictures cost like $15.
Yeah.
Then you have your processing fee can cost you like $80. Like the application like $80 and like
Uh,
the post office want to charge you a different fee. So it comes out to like $100 some dollars. Like I would say like 120. That's a roundabout number to get a passport. But it probably does it lasts you at least 7 to 10 years. And you might be right with the 10 years because I'm thinking that the last time I did my passport over was I think when I did my son's. And mine doesn't expire until 22. I could go grab it. Let me go grab it. Quest, keep the
yeah,
people.
you do all that. Anyway, back to me. So over the weekend was
Oh,
my
right,
birthday,
hot mess.
right? And it was amazing. Okay, it was absolutely amazing. And like we were saying earlier, when it comes to traveling, depending on how you travel, bus, plane, train, everything is different now due to COVID, right? It's the same thing when it comes to you going to the different hotels. When the world started opening up a little bit, we did a show like that. And Whitney was explaining how in
Hey,
hotels
I'm back.
they don't. You're back. She was explaining at that time when the world or United States was slowly opening up, that the maids and stuff wasn't coming in your room every day to clean it. Everything was in Ziplocs. They was really be very cautious, since that was in the beginning of, the downside awesomeness of COVID. But then now recently, when I went to a hotel a few weeks ago, I went to St. Louis. Certain things they did was a little different. Like they do like this thing, snack bar cocktail hour, but it was like you can get your drinks now and what was at the eat and had in styrofoam, and then you could just go about your business. I'm like, okay, no party. And then over the weekend, I was just like, do you guys have coffee? And it was like, yes, we do. I said, thank you. I said, what's your breakfast hours? Actually, we just have like bags. I was like, oh, okay. So they just had like, like an apple and a muffin, or like a yogurt and granola bar and stuff. What's it's just totally fine. At least the coffee machine and the apple juice was 24/7. But it was like, I'm because I didn't know the first time I was a little parched. I was upset. I was a little parched. I didn't know. So that morning, I literally kept waking up, looking at the clock like this. Wait, wrong eye. To see if the machines was working, because I was a little dehydrated. But I kind of like the little bag thing, and even if the world opens up, I'm like, they may want to stick with that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're right. When last week I told you guys I was at Mohegan Sun for 2 days doing an event there, and they had everything. They had people serving you. They were behind like plexiglass, the glass. They had that like that. But they had people who served you with their gloves and stuff like that, so nobody was able to touch anything. And they have the really cool. I talked about this last time. Really cool containers of everything your food came in, so
Mm-hmm.
nobody could breathe. Where you had to like open up all your own stuff, which was really cool. They didn't have glass in the rooms. Everything was plastic, so you can throw it away. And then this weekend I was at the Poconos and I stayed at a different type of hotel, and they also had like the plastic in the rooms. You can have room service if you want it, but I just didn't want people walking in and out of my room. So I was like, I no, clean it when I'm going. I could clean my own room. Like I didn't want anybody to be in and out of my room. We just came out of somebody else's room, so I declined that when I was at that property. It was just regular, basic hotel, but it is definitely different when you go to these places when it comes down to how they treat people. But I did go get the passports, and T-Quest, you are correct. The children's passports are 5 years, and the adult passport are 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my passport right here. See, this is my passport holder, and it says U.S. passport, Whitney Lee. That's me. Don't look at my government and cover all my stuff. Look at my passport. And I got it in 2013, and it expires in 2023. And now my baby girl, she just got her this year's 2020, and hers expires in 2025. So children expires every 5 years, adults expires every 10 years. So it's really worth the investment. It really is. And also, your passport is another form of ID. So it's good to have. Everybody always asks for two forms of ID. Passport is one form. So it's always good to have, even if you don't have your driver's license. Like when I travel, I never bring my driver's license because I don't plan on driving. I always just bring my passport. I don't like to have a whole bunch of documents on me, so I always just bring my passport and keep that with me. And it's very important to have, guys, even for your kids, because I think it's really important for kids to have passport because that's a great way of having their ID when you go places. Like, my kid, this is their name, it's a government issue ID, and they could go anywhere with it. You know?
Absolutely. Because I remember before when I asked somebody for their ID or something, they was like, "Oh, I'm not old enough to drive." I'm like, it's not
I'd
about
actually
being old
bring
enough to
driver's
drive.
license.
It's all about just carrying around identification so people know who you are. And you can get that at a younger age. You don't have to be, like 17, 18 or whatever. So it's you know.
Your
That's
ID
what I'm saying
card.
earlier, that when it comes to, this is a little bit off topic but similar. When it comes to schooling, they need to start teaching these kids stuff that applies to the real world.
That's
They should
so
do
true,
like a
guys.
finance class. They should do stuff about taxes. But the sick part is, which I want to stop talking about this on platforms, because they say, well, your platform is where you should really express yourself. Sometimes it's not, because you never know who's listening. But what I want to say is, there's reasons why they don't actually teach us what we need to be taught.
I'm gonna
Because
talk about it. She don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it.
I know you're right. Is because they really don't want us to know. a lot of things we need to know because then um you see me
Speak
choosing
on it, Quest. Speak on it. This is the
I
Weekly podcast. You can
know,
speak on this
right?
platform.
I'm a
I'm
celebrity.
listening.
But they don't really teach us things we need to know
That was
because
my Aaron God Jesus
they
also.
don't want us to know a lot of things because it will backfire on them and
Mm-hmm.
people will start noticing more things and realizing other things and then start recognizing the fine prints that's there but people overlook because of other things that's distracting them and then it could really destroy the whole dynamic of the country in the world if people really knew what they needed to know. And that's just stemming from the first domino of learning what you're supposed to learn or should know in school when growing up.
Amen. Because that's exactly what I was going to say, Quest. We're a great minds think alike. Because when you first made that statement, that's exactly where I was going to come with it. So thank you, sister girl, because it's so true. They always say, "Oh, you learn that at home," but if you was never taught it at home, where are you going to get the information from?
Hmm.
Why do they take? It's interesting to me how they would take even like physical education. Like you don't. Some schools like it's not even a requirement. I remember I had to run a mile by a certain time, do the push ups, steps, and all these type of things. And nowadays, I'm like, I tell my kids, y'all don't take the test. Like what? And then they wonder why
Wait,
the
they
world
don't take the fitness test no more?
it don't seem like it.
Ah,
I'm
I
like,
hated that test. What's
there's
there?
so many different things that they take out that one thing and it's positive, like home economics. People should know how to cook. People should know how to sew. They should have financial classes in the school system. But like you
Mm,
said, they don't want to keep people on the same playing field. And even when they talk about education, I'm like, education is key in the world. It should be one. Every state who gets all their money should split it all through all the cities in these states. Everybody has the same amount of money, so everybody could be on an equal playing field. But they don't want to do it because they want to keep control. And unfortunately, that's why I say, and I appreciate both of our platforms that we really talk about educating each other. And when we have knowledge, we share it. And we
mm-hmm.
ain't looking at, oh, give me. But if you want to bless me, hallelujah, thank you. But where we want to make sure our people are good and straight. We want to make sure that we are continuing educating one another. That's what it's all about, because if I don't know something, how am I supposed to teach my children? But if you have a jewel, it's okay to share a little bit. It's
Absolutely.
okay. And that's what we need to, realize. That's why I started this platform to tell my people and other people how to travel. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, if you don't know, I have realized, honest to God, truth. Since I've been doing this podcast, so
Mm-hmm.
many people have been hitting me up about traveling and been saying, I don't have a passport. I never
Mm,
been anywhere. Like I didn't realize, and I thank God that I'm listening to T Quest, who told me I need to come up on here and have a platform to share my knowledge to people, but not just about travel. Now I'm sharing parenting tips and I'm sharing financial tips. But that's what we're here for. And I tell people our life is a journey. You know what I'm saying?
it's a quest.
What you say, Quest?
He says a journey. I say it's a quest.
It is because I was telling, I don't know, maybe my mother or you. I don't remember who I was talking to. I was speaking to somebody recently. My mom. I was speaking to my mother because this company tried to scam her, and she brought it to me. And she's like, "Wait, read this over," because I think I was like, "No, let me read it." Because she's like, "You used to work in a financial institution. I know you would know something." Blah blah blah. So I said, this is a scam." Let me point out all the clues how it's a scam. Da, da, da. She goes, "Oh my God, I didn't even notice that." She said, "But the spirit was telling me to ask you because you've been doing finance and banking and stuff for so long before I stopped doing it." And I was like, you know what? I was never into like banking and finance. I always been, I went to school for culinary. I love to travel. That was my thing. But I said, I thank God for that journey. And mind you, I spent like almost a decade doing that type of stuff. But I learned so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how I was able to help. I stopped so much fraud. I helped so many people get on budgets, even myself. I know mortgages, businesses, just from working in that financial institution. And at first, like, oh, I don't know if I want to work here. But I learned so much. I knew it wasn't my career, even though I was good at it. But sometimes we want to be like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? But you don't realize the education you learn along the way, and then the jewels you can share with your sister, your mother, your brother, off of just even yourself.
Mhm.
You know, when I go do my mortgage and different, I know what they're talking about. And I'm like, oh, you need that? You mean da da da? Oh, yeah. Tell my sister. So when they go for these loans, this is what they're talking about. Even when it comes down to the travel, this is what they're talking about. This is what you need. And all we need to do is just, help one another because nobody else is going to help us. That's what it's all about. Sharing is caring. Exactly. Hey, Ashley. But you ladies, while we're talking about sharing the knowledge, I'm gonna let y'all know on November 7th, we'll be sharing some real knowledge, deep knowledge. We're having a Zoom virtual women's retreat this year. So, and it's private, it's not gonna be live like this. So we're gonna really dig in deep. We're gonna really share some jewels to help you guys, with some stressors, mental health, insecurities, beauty, finance, sexualities, and travel pleasures. We're gonna be getting into some real good stuff. Everything gonna be all raunchy, but it's gonna be grown woman stuff. If you're a grown woman and you want to involve and learn and build a sisterhood, this is where you need to be on November 7th. It is $25 to register,
Mhm.
but hit us all up so you can register. Me or T Quest, she has the information as well. It is November 7th from 1 to 5. I would say 1 till, because, when we get on there, we got the DJ, we got the vendors, we got the speakers. It's going to be a good time. So just come on there and have a good time with us and learn and grow. That's what it's all about. Networking, building each other up, teaching each other, learning from one another, because none of us know everything. Every day we learn something new. But the only way we learn it if we're willing to learn. If you
Mhm.
think you know everything, this ain't the place for you to be. Even though I'm one of the speakers and I have my certifications and backgrounds on me, but I don't know everything. This role is huge. Everything is always changing. I might be a professional in different aspects, but I'm not great in marketing or voiceovers. I don't know how to do all these different things. You go to the specialists who do that. So we have different women from different backgrounds with different genres who's going to come in here and help us, inspire us, help us do some organic things to keep our skins looking good and melanin popping. Like I'm tired today. I could have probably did something to have my what you see is what you get, you know. Yeah, that's exactly what she who she is, but she's gonna, she's gonna speak too. She comes from a different walk in life, and it's going to be a great time for us women to encourage each other, learn. So, ladies, please register. You do have to register by November 1st because we want to we need this to be in order. Y'all know me, and if you don't know me, I'm very like OCD when it comes down to business and order because I
Mhm.
want everything to run smoothly. I want everybody to have a good time. I don't want to be like worrying about anything. And so by November 1st, I need all you ladies to register. It's $25. David, he did sponsor some women. So we want to say thank you, David, for being a sponsor. We really appreciate you. You always showing love. I can't thank you enough for your support. You always posting things and simple things like that, even if you didn't sponsor. But y'all look at David. He's a great example. He will support you. He's always supporting Black Girl Magic. He's always there. And so just by liking and sharing, it takes time from his day, but thank you for that because time is precious. And
Absolutely.
people, you want an example, David will follow him. He's a great supporter, and you'll see how he moves. That's how y'all need to move. So then I can really be popping out in the streets. If I have more Davids in my life, we need to get. Well, I'll be popping on social media.
Yeah.
So, but thank you so much, David, for that. But ladies, let me say it again. November 7th is going down. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to be well rested. So my voice can be popping. I'll be dancing to the music. We're going to be giving out some great giveaways. You don't want to miss this experience. Yes, we're in COVID, but we're going to be escaping that day. It's really going to be an escape. You're going to forget that your home, your office, wherever you log in on your computer, you're going to forget where you're at. That's how good it's going to be. It's going to be a phenomenal time. And I'm not just saying it because it's my event. I'm saying it because I know it is. Because I know the women. Yes, it is. And God always blesses when you give. It always come back in some form of fashion. But y'all see that. You see what he wrote, right? Write that down, quote of the day. Better to give than to receive. But ladies, come join us. Let's have this great time. Let's network. Let's build. Let's continue to encourage one another. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who does do this, male or female, who support and who, yes, vote. That's right out of after voting season. So, hey, let's just have a good time with each other.
It's on me.
Yes, it is.
Yes. No, but what I wanted to say, because I do a lot of events all the time because I'm a party planner, party host, everything, right? And what I've noticed is when it comes to coming together, you see a lot of women conferences, women's retreats here and there, and they were like, oh, it's the same old, same old. It would never be the same. And let me tell you why. Because everyone looks at things from different perspectives,
Yeah.
have their own opinions, people have their own examples. So every time you go on something like that or be a part of it, it would never be the same. Plus, at the same time, life is changing, which means whatever you learned back then is totally different now. And you will want to talk to the experts to inform you on what's going on, just like this show. You know what I'm saying? With COVID, when it came to traveling, everything is different now. And people don't have an expert in their corner like Winnie Escapes to let them know what's going on in society. If it's safe to do this, if you're going to need this, that, and a third, something different, you have to really pay attention to that stuff or have those people in your corner. You have to have that knowledge. You have to forever be learning and
Yeah.
soak in that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Also, what I wanted to say is when it comes to the speakers and stuff, they may touch on things that you like, oh, I know that's right. You already know, right? You already know, but don't take it as you already know. Take it as a confirmation. Like when you're in church, when the pastor is preaching, I know that's right, Pastor. Yes, God, you talking to me, you talking right. It's not like, I already read that passage, already read that verse. No, it's just confirmation.
Or a reminder, because we forget.
Yes, confirmation and reminders. Just like people who have affirmations posted in their rooms and on their walls and on their mirrors and on their fridge is just reminders of you, of things, to keep in mind. So when you have the people who work in finance talking to you and stuff, they may give you some key pointers to how to budget and how to budget while being on the budget while budgeting. There's always ways to segue, to cut, and you'll be shocked and amazed. Even when it comes to a sexologist, you may think you got it popping, you may think you got that wop, you may think you flexible and you pleasing your man, but there's sometimes certain things you may be like, you know what? Oh.
And also, Quest, when you talk about that sexology stuff, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta remember we all change. We're getting older. Everything ain't the same. 19, 20, even 30 me ain't the same 30 something now. I ain't the same chick. Our bodies are changing. We're always evolving. So you always can learn something new. Something you probably didn't like last week, you probably like today. So always be open minded. Even when you touched on budgeting. Budgeting is a concept. I tell people, you want to be on a budget, that takes time. Every time I do my budget, I have time out in my weekly schedule just to do, yes, that was a great point, just to do my budget. And when I was working like a crazy person, I was spending money left and right and not realizing how much money I was wasting. I was like, what? Just to get like a burger, I didn't feel like cooking that night. You know what I'm saying? Everything takes time. Like Quest said, affirmation, a reminder, that's what it's all about. And some stuff will be new, some might be the same.
Mm-hmm.
We're in 2020, November 7th, during the COVID. You haven't heard the nitty gritty Whitney Lee or behind the scenes T Quest AK Tara. We are different people when we having private conversations because everything ain't for the public. But when we're in a private setting and we're uplifting and motivating and teaching women, we're gonna be 100% honest.
Yes.
Everybody ain't willing to do that. Teach about the WAP chicks over here.
You know what? It's interesting how people laugh. I'm glad G said that. And if you don't mind, I want a G check. No, I'm glad you said that, right? Because of the song that came out, wow, we all know what the acronym stands for, right? We laughing and we joking, but deep down inside, the way they be talking, And the action and the layers, I think when you brought it up to me, is things that you actually should be doing with your mate. That's your mate. That's
Mm-hmm.
your man. That's your husband. You're the one that's supposed to be pleasing him sexually. He's supposed to be the one pleasing you sexually. Now, the only thing is, should that really be out there like that for the masses to hear? No, because your sexual life should be private unless you're doing it in a teaching way. That's just my personal opinion. You know
Be
what I'm saying?
preaching.
So we may be teaching them tricks and stuff and what to do to enhance. Because when it comes to relationships, there's always certain things that's hinder it. Finances, communication, and sometimes the sexuality or the tension between the two. People don't know how to communicate with their partner. If they're doing something they don't like, they're too busy trying to spare their feelings that some of them are suffering or they don't want to make them mad. And then the whole time they're miserable. You need to talk about this stuff. So at the virtual event, if we need to show you tricks to do with your WAP or help you get a WAP, then
Mm-hmm.
so be it. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
No, this is real, Quest. I had this conversation this weekend. I had this conversation this weekend when I was away with a whole bunch of girls. We did a couples trip, and the girls was in one car and the guy was in another car. And somebody made a statement about like licking a butt or something like that, or eating a butt, something like that. And then it was like, oh, I want to do that, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, what, would you do that? I was like, if my husband asked me to lick his ass, I will lick his damn ass. He's my husband. She said, really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, who else am I supposed to be freaky with? If that's what he likes, that's what the hell he likes. And if he asks me, if I want him to do something like that, I will make it known. The problem, and I know some of those people, some people like, oh, I won't do this, I won't do it. You're lying. Because some of y'all already do it. But we need to stop shaming each other to be like, oh, don't do that, this, that. I'm like, yeah, he never asked me to do it. But if he ever did, I won't be like, oh, I'm too good. As long as your behind is clean, okay? To wash your booty. But let's be real. Why do we feel like when we with our partners, our husbands, or whatever, that we have to be shamed? Or that's when you're supposed to be the most freakiest. Even if you're a Christian or whatever, I believe in God. And marriage is supposed to be when you have sex and be intimate. So why when you're supposed to be intimate, you acting all scary or, oh, I won't do that. I tell you about, you can judge me all you want, but I'm married and my husband is happy and vice versa. And I tell people, I'm like, I have changed. Things I didn't like before, I like now. Things I like now, I probably didn't like before. We've changed, but we can't be making it to a point where it's like, oh, everybody, this is what I do. Hey, but you got to know as women, and when you're in a relationship, in a committed relationship, especially when it's your spouse, don't act like you two above anything, because like they said, the next chick will do it. And you wonder why people looking sideways. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have to have that communication. And it's not like, oh, demanding. Like, if I don't feel comfortable doing something, that's something else. Like, if you're like, oh, Whitney, lick my butt, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, he'll have to respect something like that. Okay, let's work our way. But it's a communication thing, And I was telling him, I said, don't feel ashamed. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. It's nobody's business what you do in the privacy of your bedroom. Preach, Quest.
Because this is my lane. This is my lane.
Minister GLM.
No, it's true what you say, right? And even when it comes to that, because like I've said it on some other shows of mine when they talk about, and I don't want to stay on this topic because it's I don't want to. But when it comes to the rare area, right?
Fans, if you keep on talking about this,
huh?
I say you probably get a whole bunch of new fans. Like, hey, I got to listen to this the WAP Wednesdays.
Already know. No, but what I want to say is when it comes to the butt area, right? So when it comes to like men, they just think it's like a gay thing, right? Because technically that's the only way for them to have sex. So of course it's going to be in your mind that it's a gay thing. But when you do your research, right, and do the teaching, the guy's most sexual part is under there. You know what I'm saying? But you won't know because you're too busy. Society said men should be like this, women should be like this. This is how we should do things. This is what it is. If you don't do this, then this is what you are. No, it's not. It's more the fact that you are secure within yourself, secure within your relationship. You're okay to think outside the box sexually, and you may like something and enjoy something. It's like to eating booty like the groceries. People literally think that you're actually eating the butt. actually right there in the cheeks. No, it's the part right under. That's kind of not even where the part that you probably feel uncomfortable about, but you don't know because you're automatically judging, automatically assuming, not doing your research, not being an adult about it, not talking to your partner about it.
And being honest, don't feel judged because I've been with my husband since I was 19. I'm 30 plus years old. Some things I have done, some things I haven't. Even questions like, well, you need to try this. Come on, Quest. You be telling me you need to do this. You need to be more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, but I'm like, if my
No,
husband asked
there's
me to do it, I would
boundaries
try. I'm
with
never.
everything.
Yeah, I don't think the commitment has no boundaries. I won't agree with that 100%
Me neither.
because boundaries come with your comfort level. Like
Bam.
for me, instant, like you know, I'm gonna put my business. I don't do the I don't want anybody eating my booty hole. I don't. That's not my thing. And I'm glad, but it's true. I don't like being wet. Period. Like like that. Like in your butt and stuff. I don't like wet butt. Like that's weird. Like you take a shower. I like to be clean and dry and my day.
This
So
is
that's
all
not me.
for saying, do you want to be wet? You like to be dry during this topic, but we get what you're
No,
saying.
but that area, not my
Oh,
butt.
I get it.
Vagina is different.
You
You
want
don't
like
want
no
to dry
type of
vagina.
just
That mess gonna hurt.
starting crack. I totally understand.
Exactly. Nobody, if your vagina is dry, how you having sex? That mess gonna hurt. You need to be wet. That's what my sexy husband. Hey, he's sexy to me. Wop all day. But my booty hole, like I don't like that. So that's my personal thing. You know what I'm saying? And he don't have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? That's not his thing anyway. So it's agreement. It's always about your comfort level. You could try it and then like, if I don't like it, I don't like it. If you like, everything's experience. But the key is making sure that you're pleasing. It's just what you feel comfortable with. I don't judge people, but if you're comfortable with your partner, you gotta know what to do to please. Yeah, you know what to do to please each other. That's what it goes. And you experiment, like I was saying earlier. 19-year-old Whitney, 20-some-year-old Whitney, and 30 are three different women. Things I used to like, I don't like. Things I didn't think I like, I kind of like now. So it's always experiment. But I experiment with my partner, which is my husband, who we've been together 15 years, and we communicate. I say, hey, am I still good at this? Do you want to do something? You have to keep that communication open so you guys are both happy. And then two, speak to other people, other females. Like, T-Quest, what you think about this? You tried this before? And she's like, yeah or nay. And then she say this to me, and I'm like, oh, this is what I think. It's always good to keep up on your game when it comes out to intimacy with your partner who you're committed with. Me basically saying my husband, because if I was my boyfriend, I can't say I'll be doing everything and anything with him because we ain't dang implementation. You ain't getting everything.
But you gotta like a lot of things I keep trying to teach people on certain platforms is the fine print of things, right? You have to learn how to communicate, but you have to know how to maturely communicate. You know what I'm saying? Because some people like, well, if you don't do this, then you definitely can't be my mate because that is a deal breaker. If you don't, blah 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 blah. It's not about that. Because if something is really outside of its comfort zone, yes, they'll tempt it for you, but how long you want them to tempt it in the whole time they're unhappy?
It's not going to be good.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You really have to know, not just communicate, but people have to learn how to communicate properly. And then if it is something that you like and they're not comfortable with it, you shouldn't just pretty much take the risk of losing someone great because of that one thing. That's why I tell people sexuality and sex is a part of a relationship. It is a big deal to a certain degree, but it shouldn't overpower the whole relationship.
And most of the time when you're intimate, you're willing to do almost anything in the moment.
Degree.
If you're in the moment, if that person feels good and y'all that committed, they'll experiment with you behind. I don't have
you're like, whoa, what are you doing?
You know.
Like with me, the first time someone ate my booty like grocery, I was just like,
I hope you didn't eat any dairy that day. Quest is hashtag lactose intolerant sometimes, and she still eats dairy. I'm just wondering if I can have a mental view.
You're a horrible person. Horrible. No dairy.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's certain things you just go just flow with it naturally. But when it comes to new partners, you can go with the flow, or you can really have a conversation like, what do you like, what do you don't like. I remember I was talking to this guy and I said, do you like to choke a woman? He said, I don't trying to be no girl want to be choked. That's crazy. That's psycho. But there's so many people who actually like that stuff. You won't
You
know.
gotta know too, Quest. People are experiencing different things.
Mm-hmm.
You might not like it with your last partner, but your
Mm-hmm.
new partner know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
But this is not the WAP show. But for ladies who are watching, well, we need to retreat.
No, I'm laughing
We
because
get into it.
while we're live, I just got a message. Can you help me get a WAP from this dude? And then I got, you teaching folks how to find their prostates now.
No, we being real. That's the teaser. Well, like when we have our real off the camera back scenes conversation, we keep it real with each other. We don't play games. We're not here to judge anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's different. Everybody has different comfort level, but we're here to be honest and share our personal experiences and what we have experienced. It doesn't mean we're pushing our beliefs on anybody, because Quest sex life and my sex life are two different sex life. We're two different people. We like different things. You might like some similar things, but
Yeah, I like to be hanging off a chandelier and shower rods.
we're individuals. But when we have our women's retreat, we like to take notes. When we have our retreat, we talk about real woman things, real woman issues, so that none of us feel uncomfortable. And the reason we share our personal experience, so people know that we're not here to judge. We're not here to make you feel some type. We're here to just share our experiences and hopefully help you in that area if you need help, or hey, maybe get some tips. That's what it's all about. Sharing and receiving.
Tip.
See how I gotta deal with? But it's gonna be fun. And we're not just talking about the WAP. We will be talking about, like I said, vacation, dealing with daily stressors, beauty couture naturally, things that you can do natural, herbs, just living our best life. You know what I'm saying? During this pandemic that we're in, how to relieve stress, how to get our money in order. Even if people have job opportunities, want to start new businesses, we're here to uplift one another. So ladies, once again, November 7th at 1. Please register by November 1st, though, ladies.
Yes.
Time is winding down.
Sorry. And for you men, I know you know a lot of women that can actually learn from this situation. Like, even if you're talking to somebody, dating somebody, and certain things you wish they would do better or learn from, you should be like, yo, I'm gonna sponsor you for this event that you should be a part of, and then you thank us later. And I'm not just talking about the sexual part when it comes to finances too, because like I said, there's always a strain in a relationship when it comes to finances. This may actually help you guys when it comes to beauty and stuff. There's certain things a man wish a woman could do a little better, enhancing, but they don't know how to say it. They are afraid to express it. Coming to something like this may help her to automatically do it without you even knowing. Be like, wow, babe, okay. I see you. I see you, boo. Like, for real, for real. And even like I said, and if y'all wanted to sponsor a woman, we know a lot of women that's financially going through things that would love to be a part of it, and we would love for everyone to be free, but everything costs money, paying the DJ promo. It's a lot of stuff. So, like I said, you may know any incredible women, tag them in our post, have them hit us up. If you want the flyer to share and then you tag the women and are saying something they want to be a part of, help us out, help you help them. We're supposed to be in this together. They just say support is free. If you want the flyer to put out there, let us know. If you see it on our page, just share. If you know someone want to be a part of it, call them up. It's going to be really great, and I don't want people to miss it, because if you haven't learned anything from this year is your time to learn something before it's up. Period.
Exactly. I'm a little sad.
Amen. So we doing something special for you guys too. I'm in charge.
If you guys didn't notice earlier, I've been distracted because I lost one of my hoops, and I'm very sad about it. I'm hoping that somebody finds it at my house or at my grandparents' house, because I'm really sad. I'm always losing a freaking hoop. It's driving me crazy.
I'm sorry.
I know, me too. But ladies and gentlemen, just support. If you have any tips, or if you even guys, like Coach was saying, if you have a business that maybe caters to women, maybe you're make candles or massage therapist
Your
or
wives got business. A lot of people started businesses lately.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Chef and whatever. If you do event planning, I do too. This is one of my events. But hey, market it because maybe it's something, something else. It's all different types of events and stuff like that. We're here to help each other grow. Sponsorships, like Quest said. But we hope you guys enjoy us. We come here on every Wednesday. This is Whitney Skips Wednesday. We're just here. We will be starting next month having some special guests. It's going to be a really, really good time. Different people, women and male, just talking about different things in life. Of course, I'm always going to put my little travel tips in there. But besides that, we'll just be talking about relationships, parenting, food, travel, just regular stuff to get different point of views. Encouraging people, um, tips with businesses. We're gonna have different people in different industries up on here. It's just gonna be a really really great show. And even if any of you who are watching want to be a part, hit us up. Let us know. This is a platform. This is a community platform because we're all about the community and building one another. It's not just, yes, it's Winners Escapes Wednesday, but Winners Escapes love everybody. And T-Quest do the same. If we all growing and building together, we will all be happy. But we want to thank y'all for tuning in this week. I'm about to go make myself some tea because I'm like, I need to make sure my voice is working tomorrow. I got a couple of conferences I got to do. But I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. Even everybody who has a comments, about the WAP and everything else. Commenting is good. That means you're listening, you're engaging, and you genuinely want to know. And we appreciate that you respect our responses. Because you could be like, oh, I don't want to ask this question, but you were brave enough to ask it,
Mm-hmm.
and that means a lot to us because we like to interact with the people who are listening. That's what we're here for. Yes, T. Yelin.
I just want to respectfully say this, and of course, you guys know I'm a celebrity,
Yes.
and with me being, good night, Bob. Thank you for always supporting.
Yes.
With me being who I am, I have a lot of male like fans, right? It's inevitable. Like not trying to be funny, not trying to be conceited. It is what it is, right? And I've gotten a lot of information about they want me to do a panel about guys and get their perspective on a lot of things. So I'm already putting it together. So men, I have a close relationship with all you guys. Now I know inappropriate way, but you guys are cool with me, cool enough that if you have any questions that you want me to um, tap into for the all men's panel, just slide in my DM and just let me know if it's a topic or a question and then I'll bring it up that day. Even in that situation, it may be something you guys want to know, I want to talk about, and you don't feel comfortable like having a comment and me put it on the screen where it shows your Facebook name and they know exactly where it came from. If you're not comfortable doing that, just contact me personally and I'll just have a list of it and I'll just discuss it during it, because yes, we are women. Yes, we're striving to help other women get there when it comes to themselves, relationships, help them plan their escapes and all that stuff. But at the same time, we're here for everyone. Why? Because we are Black women who want to make sure that our men, especially Black men, no disrespect to the other cultures, are okay.
Amen. Because I have a black husband and a black son and a
Exactly.
black daughter. So I love everybody and I want everybody to be
Everyone
blessed.
is going through something. Everyone is
Mm-hmm.
dealing with something. We want to let you guys know too, since the majority of you guys are the ones that tune in, especially the live version of it. We're here for you.
Thank you guys. You watch us more than the females. We appreciate y'all. We really do.
Cause I got no female friends.
What about your friends? But we appreciate all you guys and our regulars like Bob, who's like a night. He comes in. I see his name every week.
Mhm.
Davey, I see him every week. There's a couple of you guys I see every week. Thank you for tuning in. I don't care what time I get on here. You guys come and tune in. And I don't think just because of T Quest, but I'm still thinking it's because of me too. So
Absolutely.
thank
So
you
yeah,
for
totally
coming to
understand.
listen to us. And yes, T Quest, I will be listening to that piano. And guys too, like you asked tonight, we can always answer your questions from a woman's perspective.
Yes.
So yes, happy birthday, T Quest. She gets in another 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 clubs. She's been here for a couple of years now, but we're just gonna just say 30 clubs.
Wrong. Wrong.
And guys, if y'all haven't sent her anything, her birthday was yesterday. So you can say happy belated. Thank you, Davey. We appreciate you too. Happy belated. Her cash app is $ TQuestGLM. So please fill that sucker up. I want to hear some positive ding, 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 dings. Or just wish her a happy birthday.
Let me tell you what happened, right?
Just say happy birthday.
I heard. Let me tell you. So I heard these ding dings, right? So the other night, to bring in my birthday, I had a Zoom party, right? And I heard all these ding, 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 ding. I'm thinking it was my cash app. It was in the song, and I was so sad. Like, I thought somebody loved me. They didn't love me.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
They didn't love me. Hey, DJ me. Hey, baby. Thank you for joining my Zoom party too. There's a lot of unexpected people. I was just like, wow, you know. But yeah, I heard it and I was like, oh man. But it's okay because, like I said, my birthday was exactly what I wanted.
And that's a blessing. That's a gift within itself.
Yep. And I just wanted to be happy. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel appreciated. And this year, my tears, I wanted to be tears of joy. Hey, TT. Hey, girl. Did I tell you about the event? I think I told you about the event. The women's retreat.
November 7th.
If not, I'll slide in and let you know, girl.
Yes, let her know. Let her know.
It was beautiful. People are coming together. And I wish I didn't have to do what I always have to do, which is click, accept, text. I wish I could just been up there like this the whole time and looking. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, because there was people that popped up me I didn't even get to see. Too much going on. People want me to do this, that, and third. And I said, I still missed the opportunity of just being in there. Even when I changed it to virtual, I still couldn't enjoy it the way I wanted to. They're like, I saw the name because I clicked accept to invite you in, but I didn't get a chance to see you. And that's the part that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I encourage people, build you a team if you can. You know, I know it's hard to trust people, but teams are very important where you can delegate certain things so it's less on you. That's why when it comes to me in this entertainment industry, you know, I really appreciate you, Whitney Escapes. Not just because we're related, not just because you're my sister, but just business wise. When it comes to trips, that's one less headache I really don't want. When trying to figure out what's going on in this city, what's going on in that state, how's the airport's going to be, the hotel out of the country, first time, don't know if they're going to steal my stuff. This is exactly where I go. It's a lot.
It is.
And to be honest, I'd rather not do. I'd rather be like, no, excuse me. Talk to my TA. No, for real. I joke about that, but I thank you.
You're welcome, T-Quest. And people don't realize I put myself out there. Like, you know, I've been traveling, I've been moving, and I do this. So when I send my people, family, T-Quest, or new clients, I can say I've been out there. I know what to expect. I'm about to go away again in 3 weeks. I'll be out. I remember I said I'm going to Grenada.
That's fine. I'm going to Walmart.
That's why, because she's using my +1, but because I haven't gone anywhere with my other +1, I always take. Now I'm taking my other +1.
Yeah, we know. I'm gonna take your husband, whatever.
But she know who moved all the way to where she moved. I told her she didn't come back here, but she ain't coming back.
I don't like grandkid like that.
I know.
What you trying to say? You miss me?
I've been moving, so when y'all want to go somewhere, I could be like, yo, this is what it's like.
Yo, you got my whole 2021 book. It was to the point someone asked me to go on a trip. I said, I'm sorry, but my TA has me booked all year and I don't have any time for his
So
extra
bad.
trip. So
I looked at my calendar. I think the only month I'm not traveling is February.
you ain't supposed to be traveling in February. February is the month of love. You're supposed to be getting that.
Hey, my month of love is every single day of the week. Yeah.
You would ruin
January,
it. You wouldn't
February,
even let it last for
July,
5 seconds. You
September,
just had
October.
to ruin it.
Hey, I love is love, and I love every day. But that's the only day that I'm not traveling. I was like, what the heck? How you? I was like, I didn't realize how crazy my calendar was.
First of all, you shouldn't want to travel in February anyway because that's sometimes when the snow hits the most, and
Exactly.
you right out there and on the East Coast up top.
I know.
So you sit your behind down somewhere, you recruit, you
Yeah, so I'll
regroup,
just lay in front of the fireplace.
yeah, and collect some coin because for the ones who are new to the show, and I don't want to get too far in depth with this today, but she really do invest in the business, not just to get the certificates to, professionally handle your traveling needs, but she would take the trips, not just for vacation, but spend the money to research the places so she can give you her personal opinion. How many people doing that?
Speak on it because people don't realize what I do for even clients who invite me to clients I never met, invite me to their weddings. I'll drop the money like it ain't nothing, and it be something just to prove to them that that's how much you matter to me. This is not just gimme, 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 gimme. Somebody want to go somewhere, someone want to experience. I do a lot just so y'all can have my personal take on it.
Absolutely.
And because it's important to me that when you do spend your money, you have a great experience. It's nothing like that. And I'm a Black woman with a husband and 2 kids. It's real in these streets. And then you can tell that I got hit hard. My business is travel. We got hit the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I really do get it. I really do understand it. But I go hard for my business and I go hard for my people because my clients are like family to me. Like some of them, literally, people I haven't never met, like just got up just to meet. We go on trips together now, just because I'm going on your trip, because that's how much we're invested in each other. And I just appreciate everybody. I appreciate Quest for being on here with me, to always support my platform, to always treating my business like it's her business.
It is
Um,
my business.
you see what I'm saying?
Be my business.
And I just I just love everybody, and I just hope that you realize when I come on here on every Wednesday, it's because I'm dedicated to you guys. I'm dedicated to the cause, and I just want to see people who look like me on the same beaches I go on. We all can do it. We all can live our lives,
We
and
can do it.
yes, and we be taking flights, like they say, get lit with wit.
Yeah.
Lit with wit. And who did? That's me. So let's turn up together. Let's have fun. Guys, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, which will be Winnie's Escapes Wednesday. So next, unless you see me on here just because I get on here sometimes to say hi, guys. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And remember, it's still T Quest's birthday all month long. So, if you don't got money this way when you get paid on Friday, hit up that cash app. I'm gonna her tell me she got some ding 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 dings.
Wait,
Or
don't
download the
say you want her to tell you if she got some ding 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 ding. Like choose your words wisely. I keep trying to teach you when you're on these platforms. You
oh
can't
my
be talking
god.
about you don't like to be
Whatever those
wet, you
sounds like
rather dry. You want her to let you know she got some ding 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 ding. Like you gotta be very no, you laughing. You laughing.
because I'm laughing because people probably really think like that. So that's why
It's her birthday. Hit her for cash so she can let me know she got that ding ding. Like I'm a prostitute or something. Like you gotta choose your words wisely on these platforms. I keep trying
that
to tell
is
you that word.
so funny. That is hilarious.
They be like, so if I send you on your cash app, like what are you gonna do? Like I come over and give you the ding ding, or how does that work? So I'm telling you,
Well,
got
my apologies. Whatever sound it makes on the phone that she received a
ka-ching.
yeah, ka-ching sound. And Jesus, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. I'm
You
tired.
were saying that thank you for supporting Witness Escape Wednesday. We're back here next week for the
Yeah,
ladies. The retreat is on the 7th. Registration is only $25. Register before November 1st. Men,
yeah.
you can always sponsor them as well or tell some women about it. If you really want to help us out, you can slide in our DM, access for the flyer so you can share it or repost. And then you're reminding people that it is my birthday month. I do a lot for people. They can do something nice for me, even just treat me to a lunch. They can hit up my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? And then you're about to tell them to download that TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store for free, holding at 5 stars strong. And everybody know as an entrepreneur, we love reviews. So make sure you hit up that review. Put something out there lovely. Follow her on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. And while you're at it, you might as well follow me too at Whitney's Escapes. And then remember, on YouTube, trying to get to 100 subscribers. It should not be this serious. It should not be that complicated. When you're on YouTube, like now after the show, type in Whitney Escapes LLC and click subscribe. There's no reason it should take 10 months to get 100 subscribers. Get your life. Just
Where's
saying.
my friends? Are you out there?
You ain't got no
Are
friends
you out there? Do you hear me?
out there. They act like they don't care.
But guys, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. Until next time, have a great week.